Hello, it's Johnny. I have a problem with this called a game hat. I was trying to put a new cover on it that I print out in 3D, and I wind up damage the plug here on the top. See if I could zoom in more. As you can see, the plastic's broken. Okay, and in order to unsolder this 4-pin, you have to somehow take this out the speaker, because the 4-pin, the 2 is in the front and the last 2 is underneath here. And I was able to manage to find the exact replacement for the button. So I'm gonna use one of this. I want to see if I could maybe replace the black thing without have to resolder this. As you can see, there is 1, 2, 3, 4 pin on this, and I have to solder those to fix it. And I'll give you the link where I found this if you have the same problem I have. I was trying to put a 3D case on it. Let me show you what I was trying to do. And I put in a whole bunch of stuff right here. So I put in a whole bunch of stuff in here where you could have the button, the side button. Oh, this is the one, the top button. So make the case look nice, but this button hole, some reason it won't fit, and it just, the harder I push, it when I broke the plastic on the top. Okay. So what I was thinking is maybe now I can't take the plastic. I can't take this off. This black thing. I will have to unsolder this. So I need to take the speaker out. So what I did is I got this unsolder desoldering iron or wire, and so now I need to take this speaker out. So by looking at it, it looked like it's just a pop-on. So I'm going to, I hope I don't wind up breaking it. I heard something just oh, there's a two little solder as well in order to get this speaker out. I don't think I could just pull it out. I have to desolder the speaker, then desolder this. Yeah, in order to get the speaker out. So I hear some cracking while ago. Alright, so that means a lot of desoldering in order to fix this little button right there. So let's move the camera over. Okay. So I get this more to it than I thought. I hope I didn't damage the speaker when I tried to pull. I thought it was a plastic cover just on top. And I tried to push it up. Well, one way to find out is put the speaker in. See if the speaker is still good, and then desolder this, and then check it out. I noticed that when I was trying to desolder here, it turned out that those were not desoldered. The solder is inside the speaker. Let me see if I could make this brighter. And inside the speaker, when I pull this out, there was a very tiny wire in there. I don't know if you could see it. There is a wire here and a wire here that is soldered to this two right here. So in order to desolder this, I have to desolder it from here. But I do not want to damage the, oops, sorry, I didn't want to damage the speaker because there's a wire over here. It's a very tiny wire that is soldered inside, and I didn't want to damage the, so I had to desolder from here to take this plate out. So I'm trying to see if I could just desolder here without taking the whole thing out. I don't know why they put glue on this to keep it down, but they use a very tiny, well, this one is already broken. A very tiny wire soldered one here and one over here, and now no, this is already came off already, and they put a glue here to keep it from, but that one is already broken. So this is a negative and positive. So to get that off, I had to desolder from here, and then we solder that back on. So desolder here, and then we solder that little tiny wire, look like a hair, back here, and then put the cover back on. And those wires is so small, it's like a hair wire. See that? That is already broken. A shiny little thing. And this one it didn't break because there's a glue here, and it's tied into that one. And my wire is right here, if you can see it. It's kind of black. There's a tiny little one right there. So I desolder here to get this piece out. Wow, so yeah, it's very factual. Let's see if I could do it. Okay, I finally put the pin in. I have to use one of this and heat it up. For example, I have to grab one of this wire thing and kind of bend and push it real hard. So what I did is I grabbed this end like this and then heat it up so I could poke through the hole, because I need to have a hole go right through in order to put this pin in there. So as you can see, it went through the 4 pin. So now I have to put a little solder here, here, and here with this thing in the way. So I'm gonna try to do that. Look like it's pretty stable. It's in. The buttons seem to be pushing okay. So I just need to solder that to see if it works. And I already broke the wire from the speaker, so I have to try to resolder that back on. Now the wire, the length is not that long, so it's gonna be a little bit of a problem. of soldering that back. Okay, so since I'm a right-handed, I'm going to use my left hand to hold this. Try not to hold it with your finger, then you can heat it up, your hand's gonna get so try to pull as far as you can so you won't heat up and wind up burning yourself. Matter of fact, just burned myself. I need to put a band-aid on it. It's kind of sore right now. I burned myself trying to poke a hole using the burner. I have some dipping. Let me zoom out a little bit so you can see what I'm talking about. I have a little wet pad to get rid of the stub, and the scrub to scrub so the heat will be correct. So now the challenge is that's the reason I never fix my turbo express, because watching people doing it look easy, but when you try to this thing is not sucking up the stupid heat up iron. I don't know why. Maybe I need to get a better one. It's just not doing it. Okay, so I'm gonna try to do the back first because that's the hardest one. So I need to put some wet because it's not catching on the. This is the. I have no idea what this company mean, but it's some kind of flex pen, so it give it some shake it a little bit because it's like a little brush. So I'm gonna put some on here. So that way the contact would be easier to because the melted iron wasn't. Let's see if I could push as high. Sorry, as high as I could to make sure that's the furthest you could push. There's a little bit gap in there, that's the correct way. Okay, you can't push anymore. That's fine. That's the way. This how this one looked like too. See if there's a gap there. Okay, so we're just gonna solder right on top. All right. Yeah, try not to break it because see, I already got the iron, but it's not dipping into the metal. So try not to break this. So let me bring the camera lower so we could record this better. All right, let's try. Camera is closer now. What I'm trying to do is get the one in the back. What happened is the solder is touching the other joystick, so I'm trying to. Okay, so I moved the. So I got this one covered. Pretty good. Alright, so let's try this one. I think it might be better if I move the camera higher. Alright, so this one is this one. Okay. Look good. And then the last one is gonna be the pain and neck one. I think it is there, but I'm not sure. This one is not really rounded. The one in the back, it looks like it's there. And I guess we need to put some in the front as well, just to be safe. I'm gonna try to put some on the front. I can't even see what I'm doing. Yeah, that little thing is not staying because I need to put some of this super stuff. Alright, let's see if I do a better job now. I don't know, is it gonna stay or not? The light is creating a shadow. But yeah, there you go. I think that light created more shadow than it need to. Bring the light brighter so you can see. Alright, so I'm trying to put some soldering onto here, the front. Now that it's all stuck together, that's great. That is not what I want. Okay, see right now they are like stuck together. We don't want that because I don't know that will create the button. But things right now it's just stuck onto the metal. It's not even, I don't think even stuck onto the Let's try this side. I mean, the way I look at it, if it works, that's great. I'm not picky about it. I think it's the other side is the main thing, because apparently this side is not doing it. Moving around now, the whole thing is. Where's a doggone thing? Right there. Yeah. So now I'm trying to do it from the back way. That's the best I could do. As long as this side is good, that should be good. Now I need to solder those wires. All right. Where is my speaker? Drop my speaker somewhere. I can't believe this wire is so thin. Oh, got to do that special pen again. Excuse me. Oh, a little bit too much. A little bit on the wire. Can't even see what I'm doing. Alright, let's see what happened. If I'm lucky, maybe we'll just stick right away. Let's try to get the smaller one first. Maybe I'll get the big one first because the big one is more easier to. Let me put some soldering on top of this before I try to do this. Man, the soldering iron is not even. Not even working very well. Alright. Now, y'all seen okay? Is it focused? Okay. So what I'm going to do is put some on the wire. Because the wire needs some. Alright. So I get the long one first, then I get the short one, and then I'll close it.
You're gonna end it anyways. You have rent.
Okay, it looks like it's there. So hopefully it won't come off. I might have to maybe put some hot glue just in case, so it won't come off, because there was some kind of a sticky glue that keep the speaker from coming off. Since the wire is so fragile, I don't want it accidentally pop out and then the wire break again. It's hard to fix the wire back. Alright, so iron is fixed, so we're going to zoom back out and then put everything together and see if a speaker will work and the button will work or not. Alright, so we're gonna get my Raspberry Pi back. Okay, I have Raspberry Pi 3B SD card here. We're gonna sandwich this together. Oh, this way. Sandwich it this way instead. Cool, so we're gonna put this directly on the pin. Okay, this is the red hat. It's giving me a big headache with the buttons. I'm never gonna put any more stupid case on it, because that's how it broke in the first place. And then you put one of this for a video call. See how the line correctly in order to push it down. Okay, so far so good. Now I need my battery. This one is negative. Positive is facing this way. So positive this way. This thing doesn't label, so you have to be careful. Make sure this is always positive. So the thing to go this way first, then push myself in. There you go. Oh, reverse. Push the back in, I guess. Then push the front. Okay. The glaze in. Pretty good. Now all I need to do is power on the system. This power is coming up. Hope I didn't damage anything. We'll find out very soon. We'll see if a speaker works, and let's see. Yeah, speaker's working. Now, a while ago I couldn't get it to boot up. It just stuck here. I don't know why. But hopefully this time we'll go past that, and then we could test the button. So far, this one, the new one, is more clicking than the old one. The old one sounds like it's almost it's about to break too. I hope not. I don't want to go through that again. But yeah, this one's more clicking than some reason mine is kind of stuck on this menu. I don't know if something wrong with my SD card or something. Okay, I'm gonna put a little bit of hot glue on this side, so that way I could make sure that this thing does not just pop open for no stupid reason. One thing bad about hot glue is It's like a spaghetti cheese. It's like I accidentally broke this when I was cleaning, so I need to put a little bit drop here. I was holding it the wrong way, and then I just broke this little thing. I guess it's okay if you know how to fix things. I'm not using crazy glue because this is going right on top. It's not going anywhere. So anyway, alright, a little bit of hot glue on this side. I want to put a little bit more on here just to be safe. But I don't want to put too much where I cannot close it. Look like I am already putting too much. Alright, go and put this, turn this off, put it on the side somewhere so it won't be keep on. Alright, so let's go ahead and test the game, and then I'll put the case back on. Okay, so we drawing up quick. So here's the arcade game. Let's try Street Fighter. Okay, A, B. Oop, 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 what's he doing? I think maybe because I'm touching the... I don't think it want... I cannot touch the bottom of it. Created a static. Okay, let's go ahead and test the Street Fighter. Just let you know that when I first put this on, I didn't aim the GPIO pin correctly on this side, and then all my button, my video was all messed up, and I thought my image was messed up, so I went and redid the image, and turned out that it wasn't. But I went and deleted everything, and this one is the one I download. It's called a 16 gigabyte. It's called Game Hat. You can find it in arcadepunk.com. And I want to go ahead and test the 6 button, so I found NES Super Nintendo version. So let's go ahead and I guess just start the game without, not arcade, so you don't need to press select. Alright, so let's see if this game focus, the button will work. Alright, so the top one is the one I replaced. Yeah, so it worked. And then this is the punching, and the A. Okay, so that worked. B worked, and punching worked, and X worked. So they all work. And that's the pause. So all the buttons work. So that's good. So by me solder it and put it together, I was worried because it's the first time I did this, and it took me a long time to get that thing out, and then I had to move the speaker out, so that was another big concern. And then the wire got, pulled out and broken, and I had to resolder the hair wire. I call it hair because it's thinner. Actually, it's thinner than the hair line, and I was able to manage to put that back on, so that was good. So the replacement was successful, but I'll go ahead and give you the link in case you have the same problem, and then you know what you need to do to make it work. So it'll be not as scary as me doing the first time, that I never seen nobody repair that or fix that. So hopefully my video will help. And let's just play some Street Fighter. Here you go. Got beat up. Alright, thank you for watching. Hopefully this helped if you had those kind of problem. But this is not it's fun. The gameplay is fun, but it's not the best way to play this, because the way they lay out the joystick is very high. It's more like a joystick, instead of a D-pad. So So they should have probably make the screen a little bit higher. It would be great, and then you could play like a little mini cabinet. That would be actually awesome. All right, later. Oh, one more thing I forgot to tell you. I put different size of battery in here. The other one I put in there was a little, for some reason, is a little bit bigger, I guess. And by putting the in and out, it created the metal inside that pushed too much, that is not touching this. So when I turn it on, turn it off, it won't come on. So I have to plug in the outlet power to charge it, and then it will play. So it's kind of weird. It's like, why is it not working? I thought I damaged by soldering, I damaged the system board. But turned out that because I put it in, take it out a lot, that the metal, it's not like a spring, it's a metal, and when it get pushed too much, it doesn't really touch the battery no more. So if you run into a problem where you charge it and you put it in and it won't come on, just go ahead and get a flat screwdriver and push the metal out and push this side out more, and then when you put it in, it will touch it and it will come on. So that's one of the issue I run into by putting the battery in and out, to a point where it just the metal is worn out, which is it's not facing this way no more. It's bent down where it's not touching it. So if you get that kind of problem, try to do that first before you think that it's broken. Okay. All right, hopefully that information that I share help. And plus, if your jumper, if you plug into the GS general purpose ILO port, make sure you line the back first and then plug the rest in. Because what I did is I plug it in and half of them wasn't touching. Half of them was in, half of them wasn't, and that's creating me a problem. Like, why is videos messed up? Why is the joystick only one button working, none of them work? So it got me patented. So when I take everything out, then I realized I didn't put the pin line up correctly. Even though I put it in and I was still able to pop this in and put all the screw in, but then it didn't work. Then I was like, why doesn't work? I never thought that I would. When I did it very late at night, when I put it in, I wasn't lining up correctly. So half of the pin on this side was outside and wasn't plugged in. So that's why half of the stuff, not half, only one button was actually working, one or two, yeah. And then most of them are not working. So just FYI, if you run into that problem, that could also cause your video and your joystick not working. Okay, later. Be safe. Thank you for watching.